can speak to me clearly. Tell me, as you look down, are you wearing anything on those feet?
No.
No. And you're going to be able to sense the ground that you're on. Is it a mountain? Is it sand? Is it cobbles? What are you standing on there?
It's like stones, like gravelly almost. Dirty.
It's dirty. And now what I want you to do is I want you to connect with the energy of that life. And as you do, you're going to be able to tell me whether you've got a male or a female energy there. Are you male or female?
Male.
You're male. And knowing that you're there, but you can actually just take yourself out of that body to look at yourself. Describe to me, if you knew, what are you wearing?
Just like they're like trousers, but they're not trousers, if you know what I mean. Everything's covered up.
And now I want you to connect with
Not short, like shorts, but like they shouldn't be shorts, but they're not shorts.
Are they like balloon type shorts?
Yeah, but they're like ripped. They're dirty.
They're dirty.
Look scuffy.
So now I want you to connect with the energy of that life and that body and tell me the emotion of how are you feeling? What's the first thing that comes to mind? Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you heavy?
I'm sad. I feel lonely. Like I've been, there's nobody around, there's nothing there.
And in a moment, I'm going to tap you on the forehead, and when I tap you on the forehead, you'll see some numbers, and that will be your age. So when you're ready, 3, 2, 1. How old are you there?
43.
You're 43. And if you're 43, you'll know your name. What do people call you in that life? Hear your name being called.
Begins with that, but I can't quite. It's like I can't understand it.
You don't have to know anymore. And tell me, do you feel that you're inside or you're outside?
I'm outside.
You're outside? And is it day or is it night there?
It's night, but it's murky. It's quite foggy.
And it's foggy.
The ground's like, even though it's gravelly, it's wet, it feels damp.
It feels damp. So I want you to connect with the country that you're in. And it'll be the first country that comes to mind.
Spain.
You're in Spain. So you're in Spain, standing on these foggy pebbles. So I want you to tell me what year that you're in. So I'm going to tap you on the forehead, and when I tap you on the forehead, you're going to tell me what year it is. 3, 2, 1. What year is it?
1847.
1847. So now I want you to connect with the reason why you're standing on that ground there. What are you doing there?
I feel like I've been, it sounds daft, but I feel like I've been shipwrecked almost, like I'm somewhere I've just landed somewhere. There's nothing. There's nobody here. But there's water. There is water.
So you're by the ocean somewhere?
Yeah.
So are you in the north, the south, the east or the west of Spain? Just zoom out and see what part of Spain you're in.
West.
To the west. So you say that you feel that you're shipwrecked.
I feel like I've been stranded. But there's nothing.
So you can't sense that there are any other people around you?
No.
So just go with that thought that you're there now, having been shipwrecked. And tell me, what do you do next? Where do you go from this place?
I think I'm just confused. It's like, I don't know what. I feel dirty and stuff like.
Are you usually clean then? Is this a different feeling for you?
Yeah. It's like the shorts. They're like trousers, but they're like ripped.
So
It's like
I want you to
I'm damaged.
like you're damaged.
On my clothing at least, I've got cuts on me.
You've got cuts on you.
Yeah. I've got long hair, I know that, and beard.
Long hair
Yeah.
and a beard.
Yeah.
So I want you to freeze that scene, and I want you to go back to just before you were shipwrecked and describe to me what happened that caused that shipwreck. Just see it unfold. Were you sailing that boat, or were you a passenger?
I think I'm delivering something.
You're delivering something. Well, go down below and see what it was that you were delivering. As you go down into the bowels of that ship there, and you can see your cargo, be there now and tell me, what was it that you were delivering?
It's like gunpowder. There's like cannonballs on the floor. Like war stuff, if you know what I mean. Gunpowder, like sacks.
Very good. So what I want you to do now that I've got all of that scene, I want you to close that scene just as if you were flicking the switch of a remote control, and just feel yourself drifting forward in that lifetime, floating forward to another significant time in that life. So when you're ready, 3, closing that scene now, drifting, floating forward. Not a care in the world, just travelling forward through time and space. I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and when I get to 1, you're going to be at that significant time and space when you're ready. 3, 2 and 1. So tell me, how old do you feel now?
$22.
22. Take a look at your body and tell me, are you in another body?
I'm a male again, I know that.
And you're male?
It feels different.
Yeah. So are you inside or outside?
I'm inside.
You're inside. What do people call you in that life there? What's your name?
Adrian.
Adrian.
Sounds daft.
So when I say Adrian, does that resonate with you?
It sounds like that, but it's not quite that.
So what country are you in then, for it to sound different? Tell me the country. Is it warm or cold?
It's warm. But it's well to do, if you know what I mean. My surroundings feel
Well to
quite
do.
posh, yeah.
Yeah. So Adrian, what I want you to do is I want you to begin to walk around this place that you're inside. Just feel yourself stepping forward each step. You're going deeper and deeper into that story. So you'll be able to describe to me, if you knew, describe this place that you're in.
It's big.
Uh-huh.
I'm in a massive room.
What are you doing in that room there, Adrian?
I'm having a drink.
You're having a drink? Uh-huh. So, as you look around and you can sense, are you on your own or are there others in that room with you?
There's not others in the room, but there's others in the house.
Others in the house?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, what
I think I've got a family.
You've got a family? Well, let's go and have a look at that family then. So just feel yourself drifting and floating now to the other room. And as you enter that room, describe to me who is in that room.
So I've got a family, but there's a child that I can't. There's no woman, if you know what I mean. But there's somebody there that's just like a nanny or something.
So what happened to the woman?
She died.
So this child, is this your child?
It's my child, but she died when she gave birth.
Did she? What I want you to do now, Adrian, I want you to go towards that child. And I want you to pick that child up. Feel that child in your arms. Feel the energy that that child has. And as you're looking down on that child, I want you to look into their eyes, because the eyes are the windows to the soul. And as you look into those eyes of that child, you'll be able to know if that soul of that child has been working with you today in this life. Do they remind you of anybody?
I know it's lifestyle. But the eyes are green, and not the only person I can think of with green eyes is Nicola.
Very good. So Adrian, what do you do in that life? What's your trade? I want you to see yourself working and describe to me what it is that you do for a living. Just see yourself working there. What do you do?
I'm like not an accountant, but something with money.
So you work with figures?
Like banking, almost, yeah.
Very good. And how do you feel about being on your own without your wife there now? What's the emotion that you're feeling in that body?
I'm hurt, I'm lonely again.
Lonely again?
It's like I can't cope with the baby.
You can't cope? Is that because you have so much grief?
Yeah, it's a reminder.
It's a reminder?
That's why there's somebody looking after it. I can't.
You can't? So you're detaching yourself from that child?
Yeah.
Thank you. What I want you to do now, Adrian, I want you to close that scene. And I want you to go to the last day of that life. So when you're ready, just closing that scene now, drifting forward to the last day of that life. I want you to see yourself on that last day and describe to me, how old are you there?
78.
You're 78. So are you dying of old age, or are you ill? Connect with your body and tell me.
Sorry, with my lungs.
It's your lungs. Well, now you've come to the end of that life. What I want you to do, Adrian, I want you to take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, just feel your energy lifting out of that body, knowing that you are a soul and more than that body. And I want you to be about 3 foot above the body so we can assess that life. And as you're looking down at that body, I want you to describe to me, what was the contract that you made to come down and be Adrian? What were you working on? If you knew, what were you supposed to be doing in that life, Adrian?
I think whatever, I don't know how. Whatever I was supposed to be doing, I didn't do it.
You didn't do it. So, how do you feel you did in that life?
I think it was just an existence again.
An existence. Another
I
existence.
didn't do anything I wanted to do.
So you didn't feel that you achieved what you wanted to achieve?
No. I had a big house, I had money,
You had everything.
but I didn't have what I wanted.
What was it that you wanted, Adrian?
My wife.
Well, now you know that you're out of the body. Now you know that you're out of the body. I want you to look around, because it's normal at this time for someone or something to come to collect you, to take you back home. Or you may just want to travel on your own. And on the sound of my voice, I want you to see or to sense what is around you now. And describe to me, do you see anything or sense anything there, Adrian? Or do you travel to the soul group on your own?
I'm not on my own.
So describe to me, who's there with you? Is it male or is it female?
Female.
It's female. Yeah. Take a look at that female. Describe them to me. Their hair, is it long or short?
Long. Not too long.
Yeah. And do you know that female there?
It's my wife, and I think
She's come to collect you?
come.
Yeah. So what I want you to do, Adrian, I want you to step into her energy. She's come to collect you, to take you home. And I want you to feel now all the love that she had for you. Slowly, gently, feeling that love, filling your soul. How wonderful. See, you had a love all along, didn't you? She just wasn't there in person, but she's there now. And she's come to take you back home, where they're going to celebrate what a wonderful life, experiences and achievements that you did. So what I want you to do now, I want you to travel with that wife, up, and I want you to feel that you're going up and up and up away from that body now, And as you go up higher and higher, letting go of that life and those memories, I want you to feel yourself travelling with your wife now. And as up ahead you can see a cloud. I want you to go to that cloud and sit on that cloud and wait for me there with your love. And in a moment, she's going to take you to your soul group. So what I want you to do now, holding her hand, I want you to walk from that cloud now and step into your soul group. So when you're ready, 3, 2 and 1. This group that you're with, do you sense that there are any souls in that group?
Yeah.
Yeah? How many souls are in that group? 2, 10, 100?
There's a lot.
There's who?
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
And now that you're back into the soul realm,
I don't know.
very good. Are you feeling overwhelmed
Overwhelmed, yeah.
that you're seeing all your group? How wonderful. Knowing that you've got the support of your guides with you and your wife with you. Seeing that this was just a lesson, it was an experience. Tell me, are they celebrating that life that you achieved?
Yeah, but it's like I'm not finished yet.
You're not finished? Does that mean that you're going to take another life?
Yeah.
But for now, what I want you to do is I want you to glance around that space that you're in with your souls and tell me, as those souls, do you see them? Do you sense them? Are they a different image?
It's a sense.
It's
like
a sense.
I don't see like faces.
Well, what I want you to do now is I want you to use your mind and your senses, and I want you to follow the energy now as I talk to you. And as you glide around in that soul group, I just want you to browse around and connect with the energies of those souls until you resonate with one more than the rest. Just feel yourself connecting now. And tell me, is that energy male or female?
Female.
It's female. Describe that female to me. What is her emotion?
She's just gorgeous, she's beautiful.
Yeah. And as you sense the energy of that gorgeous,
She's happy.
she's happy. Is she happy you're home?
Yeah.
So, is that your wife?
Yeah.
So you were in the same soul group. So you contracted to work together for that.
Yeah.
Very good.
She's right around me.
How wonderful. Just feel her love. And as you're feeling all her love and energy, you can now telepathically communicate with her mind to mind and soul to soul. What message does she give you? What does she say to you?
She sees me.
She sees you. And now I want you to connect with her eyes, and as you connect with the eyes being the windows to the soul, go deep into those eyes, right down to the soul of that female there. And tell me, is that female working with you today in this life?
Yeah.
Who is she?
Sure.
Sharon. Very good. So you've contracted to come and work together again. How wonderful. Yeah?
Oh my gosh, to describe her.
Is it just an overwhelming love?
Yeah, I love her.
And love her? Take that love deep into your heart there. Just feel it. See? Just feel it pouring into your heart, making you feel strong and confident and loved. Knowing that you've chosen to work together again, how beautiful. But now we've got the information from that scene, I want us to close the scene in the soul realm, so just bid her farewell for a moment. And now what I want to do is, I want to be able to talk to your inner self, your higher self, your subconscious mind. So I'm going to ask you in a moment to take a deep breath and step away from your body to allow your inner self, all those thoughts in your mind, that strong soul that's with you, to use your voice. So when you're ready, 3, 2, 1, step away from that body and allow your inner self to come forward. And tell me the energy of your inner self. Is it male or is it female or is it neither?
Male.
It's male. Yeah. And does this male have a name? What can I call him today?
Sounds not very good with names.
So tell me, as I speak to this male energy, how many lives have you had with my client then? See a number?
7.
7 lives. So as you've been working with her for 7 lives, tell me, what is it that you're working on together? What's the contract?
We've got to show.
You've got to show.
Yeah.
Tell me
We've got
more.
to teach.
You've got to teach. And what is it that you're teaching there? What are you teaching her to do?
It's like I can't describe it, like how it's meant to be.
How it's meant to be.
Strip back.
Oh, to strip back all the barriers and the ego.
Yeah.
So you're actually working on love. If you're stripping back all the ego, you must
Love, no labels.
love, no labels. Very good. So now I want to work with your inner self, this male, and you've been with her so long. I want you to share with me now a little exercise, and I want to be able to do a body scan of this body so that you can actually feel the energy in her body, and you can tell me where, if anywhere, she's holding any energy that she can release today, or any energy that doesn't serve her anymore. So let's start at the top of the head. And just like an X-ray, just a beam of light, we're going to start at the top of the head. And I want you to go to the back of that head, that busy head, and then come forward again. Very good. And now I want you to go behind the eyes, down the cheekbones, down into that throat area. Very good. And as you're going down, you'll be able to pick up on those senses, and you'll remember those for me. Go further down the shoulders now, into the torso, and into that heart area. And from the heart, just drop that beam of light down very slowly into the tummy area. That's right. And I want you to just go from left to right on those hips. And just feel that energy there. So you'll be able to pick up if there's anything there. And now go down the thighs, both of the thighs, down the thighs to the knees, to the shins, all the way down to the tips of the toes and back up. So tell me, is there anywhere in the body that we can work with today? Where do you sense that we can work?
I feel something in the top of my chest. My stomach.
Yeah.
Alright, like the top of my leg.
So we'll start leg and stomach.
Yeah.
So the leg, is it the left or the right?
The right.
The right. I'm going to connect with that energy there in the right leg. Is it about here?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was rolling around. That's why I asked you to sway from the left to the right. So you can pick it up. Okay, as that male energy that you are, I want you to go as small as a cell, and I want you to travel all the way down towards this hip. Just see yourself taking that journey now. And as you're there now in this hip, describe to me, what does it feel like? Is it light? Is it heavy? Is it dull?
It's dull.
It's dull. Yeah. And as you've been with my client for years, you'll know what that dull feeling is about. When did she get that dull feeling in her leg? What happened? Is it from this life or is it from a previous life?
Previous.
A previous life. So what I want to do is I'm going to connect with this energy, and because all energy has a consciousness, I want this energy to have a voice today. I don't feel it wants to come up either. I want this energy to have a voice, and I want it to use your throat so you can tell what it's doing there in your hip. So when you're ready, I'm going to bring it up to your throat. Energy, what are you doing down there in the hip? What are you hiding there in the hip?
Something.
Tell me about...
I don't know if I was... I don't know.
Well, as you follow the sound of my voice, I want you to go to the story and tell me, did you have a past life? Is it a memory of a past life?
I think it is. I think I got done. I don't know if I got shot.
You got shot? You got shot in the
Something
skin?
or something pierced my skin.
Something pierced your skin? And you've been carrying that injury around with you all this while? So what symptoms does it cause my client? What's the symptoms that it causes her?
Like pins and needles.
Pins and needles?
Numbness.
Numbness.
Yeah, back pain.
And back pain. So now that you've been highlighted today, are you ready to be released, to go back to spirit? Because you know that you don't need to hang around in this body anymore. Do you know how to get to spirit? Do you want me to show you?
Yeah.
Before you go, tell me, what was your name in that life?
I think Samuel.
Samuel. Samuel, why didn't you go to spirit when you had the chance? Why did you hang around in this body? Did you know how to get to spirit?
I didn't want to go.
You didn't want to go? Is that because you felt cheated, because you were shocked and your life had ended?
Yeah, I wasn't ready.
You weren't ready, but you know that your soul never dies, it continues, it just continues on a different level. So Samuel, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to place a book in front of you, and this is a leather-bound book. And I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and when I get to 1, I want you to open that book, and on that first page there will be someone that's been waiting for you all this time to bring you home, to go back to spirit. So when you're ready, 3, feel that book in your hands now. 2, preparing to open it, and 1. See who's on that page for me, Samuel. What do you see? Or sense? What do you sense?
I sense like a older, like a granddad.
A granddad. So I want you to connect with that sense that you're feeling, and you're going to be able to connect with the energy in that sense of that granddad. Telepathically communicate with that energy. And what is your granddad saying to you, Samuel? If you knew in your mind, what would he be saying to you right now, Samuel?
Let it go, come on.
Let it go, yeah. So are you ready? Now your grandfather has come to collect you?
Yeah.
Okay, so come back down into this hip, Samuel. It's time for you to go back to spirit, where you can be replenished. So I want you to go into this hip and start collecting all your luggage and your memories and your thoughts. Feel yourself travelling around this hip here. And I want you to go down into the roots, into this leg, and draw all those roots up into my hand, because my hand is like a magnet, you know. And the more I talk, the stronger and stronger the energy in my hand becomes, that all your memories are going to be gathered up in my hand. Just see yourself collecting all those memories now, just like you're pulling the weeds out of a garden, and place them in my hand. Have I got all your energy now, Samuel? Yeah. Before you leave, is there anything that you want to say to my client before you leave, Samuel?
Don't give up.
Don't give up. Thank you. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that energy and I'm going to offer that energy up to the universe. So may the light of the universe always accompany it. So what I want to do now with your inner self, I want to go to the stomach area and tell me, is it the left or the right of the stomach area?
It's more set like slightly to the left.
Slightly to the left. Is it here?
Just slightly down.
Slightly down?
Yeah. There.
Okay, so let's go down into that area. Just feel yourself going, travelling down and down and down and down and down, all the way down into this tummy area. And I want you to tell me about the energy that you feel there. Is it light? Is it dark? Is it heavy? Just describe that energy feeling that you have.
It's horrible.
It's horrible. Is it making you feel sometimes quite sickly?
Sick.
Yeah. So this energy, you'll know whether it's from this life or whether it's from a past life. What's the first thing that springs?
This life.
It's this life. So tell me, how old was she when she got this energy stuck here in this stomach? Just go down and down and down with that thought and tell me, how old was she? Was she 2? Was she 10? Was she 20? When did this energy begin?
21.
21. Very good. So what was happening around her when she was 21 years old? I want you to see a scene now, and you're going to be able to describe that scene to me. Nice and steady, knowing that you're more than supported here and you're loved. It's just, yeah, you need to let that go, don't you? Yeah. You're holding that hurt, and it's affecting your stomach, isn't it? Tell me, was it a male or a female that hurt you, or was it something else?
2 male.
2 males. Knowing that you're totally detached from any pain, fear or emotion, I want you to see them in front of you, but there's a veil in between you so they can't penetrate your power. Yeah? And I don't need to know the story, but what I want now is, I want you to tell them now to give back the power and the energy that they took from you. So in your mind now, demand that they give you that power and that energy back that they took from you. Just see all your energy in their body and start gathering it up like a ball of energy. Can you see the energy that they took from you there? Reach through that veil now. Pick up your energy and place it into your heart center. And just feel how wonderful and pure you feel, knowing now that you've got your energy and your power back. And this hurt here, what I want you to do is, I want you to start gathering this hurt up. Just gather it up like a little ball and keep rolling it around, picking up every fragment. Oh, feel you gathering it up, every fragment. And see that ball of energy. And now what I want you to do is, I want you to pick that energy up and I want you to pass it to them. See yourself passing back their energy, their negativity and all their hurt. Very good. And I'm going to call on Archangel Gabriel now to come down, and I want him to come down on the colour ray green, and I want you to see a wonderful green, powerful, liquid spiritual energy coming down, almost like a rainbow, like a hose pouring into this side of the stomach here, this movement. Just feel all that energy from spirit now, filling up this area, soothing it, calming this area down, and just allow all that energy to go down into the roots of this body, sending those messages from Archangel Gabriel that all is well, that you're free from pain, that you have your power back, and you're fully confident. And I'm going to tap on the forehead and seal that in. So tell me, is there anywhere else that we can work in the body? Go to the back of the head and tell me, is there anything in there? Just feel around the body area, just...
I'd say my shot like the top bottom of my neck.
Top
at the back.
Top part of your neck at the back.
Yeah.
Very good. So let's go to that part. at the back of your neck. Is it here?
Yeah.
Just let me connect with that energy. Does it connect to this ear? Is it rooted and going into the right ear?
It's going to the right side.
Yeah.
Jaw, maybe.
Yeah. So as we connect with this energy, you're going to be able to tell me, when did that energy arrive in her body? Is it from this life or is it from a previous life? I want to be able to... This life. So what happened for this energy to get lodged in the neck here? How old was she when you arrived?
26.
26. Very good. And as you see yourself now as that 26-year-old, you'll be able to see a scene unfold before you. And you'll know what happened to your body to allow this negative energy in. What was happening to you at that time?
Somebody committed suicide.
Somebody committed suicide? Yeah.
My fault, I blamed it on me.
You blamed it on you. So now what I'd like to do, I'd like to be able to call on Spirit to work with us. And I want to call the energy and the essence of that person forward. Just feel them coming forward the more I speak. Draw them in, draw them in. You don't have to see them, you can just sense them. And as they're there in front of you now, if you knew, what would they be saying to you now? Was it your fault?
They're blaming me, yeah.
They're blaming you?
I didn't know him, this person.
You didn't know him?
I get the blame.
But you get the blame. So I want to speak to your inner self now, and I want to talk with your inner self and ask, is it fair that she's blamed for this situation?
No.
No. So let's go in here now and let's start taking all that memory out. Feel my hand now, drawing all that negative energy out, because it needs to go back to that person in order for them to restore and heal, doesn't it? Keep pouring, 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 pulling, pulling, pulling all those weeds out and place them in my hand. Have I got them now? Yeah. So I'm going to take that away from you and I'm going to offer that up to Spirit and allow that person to go back with that energy. So now they can begin to heal. So what I want to do is I want to put the beautiful bright light of Source into the back of the neck here. And I want it to begin to activate. They're at the bottom of the neck there. And I want you to feel that white light source now beginning to work and activate around that area, and feel it going, travelling all the way down the spine and all the way up again. Feel it going into, branching off into your ears, and in particular the right ear. See it healing all those thoughts that you had. And now what I want is I want this energy to begin to spin like an energy ball, and I want it to spin at the back of the neck, and as it spins it gets brighter and brighter and faster, and you'll be able to imagine all the fragments of any negativity left in this area is just flicking off that wheel. Just see it flicking off, brighter, 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 faster, faster, faster. Just see it all going. until that energy ball is one powerful, pure, bright light. So now tell me, how does the neck feel?
Tingly.
Tingly. So we're activating that, very good. So now that we've done that healing, I want to know, how many guides does she have? How many guides are working with her?
I see 3, but I think there's 4.
Yeah. And these 4 guides, how do they present themselves? Are they energy? Are they figures? Are they colours? Ask them to come forward and tell me.
One's a figure.
Is it
One
male?
it's a male. One I can't see. But I know is there.
You can sense.
Yeah. But the others look like movement.
Movement, energy.
Yeah.
Well, connect with these guides that are delighted that you're having this session so that they can communicate with you. And you can do this on a telepathic level. So what's the message from your guides then? What are they saying to you today?
You're ready.
You're ready. Very good. So we're going to take that message with us. And I've got a few questions. I want to ask, why is she uncomfortable around blood and veins? And as I mention those words, blood and veins, I want you to travel down to that thought and that memory and tell me what was happening. Where does this fear come from?
The car accident.
The car accident, yeah. So these memories of that car accident she's storing in her body, where is she storing them?
Near my throat, I think. I can feel it at the top of my chest.
Okay. Very good. I'm going to be coming to work with you in a minute. I've got Archangel Michael coming to work with me now.
It was horrible.
It was horrible that you couldn't actually express how horrible it was.
No.
Is that why it's in your throat?
Yeah.
Let me put my energy there, and I'm calling on Archangel Michael to come down with his blue sword of light. See that blue sword of light now activate and go into this throat area. That powerful blue sword of light. Just finding all those memories. You don't need to carry those memories anymore, do you? Just see them sticking to his sword like a magnet as he strokes your throat from side to side, gathering all that energy up. And see it all now on that sword. Has he got all the energy from that memory? Go further down, further down, further down, down, down. And one more boost, activate that sword. Is it rooted in the chest here?
Yeah.
Just allow him to place that sword as it goes down and down and down. And see him just gathering that up. You don't need that. It's an old memory, it doesn't serve you. And now he's got all that energy.
I couldn't do it at all.
You couldn't do anything to help her, no. But you don't need to take on the responsibility of that, could you? Do you? It was unforeseen. So Archangel Michael has now got all that sadness and those memories, and I'm going to ask him to offer that up to the universe so that can be healed. But also I want him to put his blue sword of light now into this chest area, and just feel that blue energy coming into your chest. That beautiful blue energy, like a warm ocean, pouring into your body now. See how it's healing and restoring all this area as it goes up and up and up and up. to your throat here. See how it's cleansing everywhere. And how calm and relaxed you feel. Very good. I'm going to tap you on the forehead and seal that in. I want to ask a question about dying. As I say that word, what's happening in her head, in her mind, when I mention that word? Fear? Mm-hmm. So where does she hold this fear? Just scan her body and tell me whereabouts in the body is that fear that she's got.
My left leg. Sorry.
So is this a past life memory? Or is it from today?
I think it's from before.
From before? Well, as I connect with that memory, I want us to travel back in time, down that silver thread, all the way back to that life, until you can see yourself there now. And tell me, were you male or female in that life?
Male.
You were male. So what happened to you in that life? Just see it like watching a movie remotely. What happened in this area? See the scene unfold now.
I think it was like, I feel like it was when I was on the gravel.
When you were on the gravel?
Yeah, I feel like...
So you're going back to that life where you were shipwrecked?
I feel like it was like dead. Like an infection or something.
I see, yeah. So I want you to go in there and I want you to gather that memory up now. Just see yourself collecting it, just like you're sweeping up with a brush and dustpan, gathering it all up, brushing it up, and put it into my hand now. Have I got that memory? Oh. So I'm going to offer that up to the universe, and may the light of the universe always accompany it. What shall we place in this leg then? Do you want a word or a colour? What shall we place in this leg?
Heal.
Heal. So I call on Archangel Raphael to come down now. Coming down on that ray, that beautiful green, energising ray. Feel that emerald green energy just pouring into the hip here. And as it pours in, see how it's making new pathways, reactivating this hip here. Very good, very good. And I want to ask now about her confidence. Tell me about this confidence. What's going on?
Not good enough.
So I want you to think about that word that you're not good enough. Is it someone that told you you weren't good enough, or is it you that's feeling that you're not good enough?
I've been told, but I feel it.
And when you say you can feel it, tell me where in the body you feel it.
My chest.
In your chest area here. Yeah. So go in there now and begin to draw that negative word out. Just bring that word out. See that person that said those thoughts and put them in my hand as well. All those memories are going today. That's right, just let it go now. Because you've got new beginnings coming, haven't you? You can't have all that love and new beginnings when you're carrying so much baggage. Go in there, find that I am not enough label, and now pick it up and put it in my hand. See the energy from that person that said that to you. I am not enough. Put their energy into my hand. They don't deserve the space in this body, and they're living today. Have I got all that energy?
Yeah.
So I'm going to offer that up to Spirit. And what I want you to do now is I want you to begin to pour white light into this area. See that white light energy like a ball. And notice how it's turning clockwise, and what I want you to do is I want you to turn the volume up on that energy and see it spinning round, faster, faster, brighter, 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 so that if there's any negativity in that area, just notice how all those fragments are just flicking off that wheel of energy into the ether, and then just turn the energy down to a comfortable level. So I want to speak to the inner self now, and I want you to just look at the energy in the body now and tell me, how is this body looking now? Does it feel good?
It feels good.
Yeah? So if there was something that you could say to my client as the inner self, what would the message be that you want to